If you have ever tried to live off your passion, you probably came across the question, how will you earn money? And it's a valid question. Money is important. Let's take a deeper look into how money can affect your creativity.
And we thought you might want to come along.
It'll be cool.
Pop culture teaches us that money is equal to status. It's cool to have and a measure of success. However, money is a tangled relationship. You can't live without it, but you can also not live with too much of it. Being rich can corrupt and twist you. On the other hand, too little money can prevent you from living up to your true potential. I believe money can totally ruin your creative spirit. We will get back to that. Creativity is something amazing. You get inspired and create something. It might not be good, but you created it from nothing. It's a personal thing. And that in itself is truly stunning. Creative solutions can save lives and do so every day. The better you become at creating, the more you will inspire others. And they will start creating too. Every child is creative. They make up games, songs, they draw and they paint. Everybody is actually creative. It's in our nature. But as you grow older, you are told you need to get a job to survive. Why? Well, because you need the money. Money to get a place to live, money to get food. And if you're really successful in life, you can get everything you ever wanted with money. Money is basically the key to happiness. Or is it? Alan Watts said, money simply represents wealth in rather the same way that the menu represents the dinner. If you were stranded on a deserted island, you couldn't use money for anything. What you need is food and company. That's the real wealth. We confuse having money for being wealthy, when in reality it's not. Money is something we made up. Nowadays it's not even a physical thing. It's just a number on a screen. It only has value because we give it value. However, most people still trade their time for money. But what they don't realize is that they're trading away their most valuable asset, their time. If your main motivator for creating art is money, you're corrupting your art. You are pursuing an illusion. Let me tell you a story. A man created a game. He did it for his passion for it. It was a struggle, but the game, it turned out great. Maybe the greatest game in history. It was a new fresh take on a genre, made from passion. It became a trendsetter, and a bunch of developers chased the trend. They made a game very similar, or almost like a copy, but almost all of them didn't become successful. They were chasing the money. Some did make a successful copy of the game by adding new value to it, maybe changing the genre a bit, but they were powered by a lot of money to make a great game and market it well. Why do most musicians go from making a great first album to a bad second one? Because they went from creating it from a place of passion to chasing the money. They didn't have anything left to say except, give me your money for this album. I'm not saying that you can't make money from your creations. I do so as well, and it's important if you want to work full-time with your passion. However, there are people who chase money and there are people who get chased by money. They're so good at what they create, it's out of this world. And people will just throw money at them. But if you aren't there yet, don't worry. Money shouldn't be the goal. It's a resource which you can survive by, and it can be used to levitate your projects. For example, if you gave me some money, I could use it for a better camera, and my videos would become a bit better from it. Another aspect is that when you're chasing money, it becomes expensive to fail. Failing is very important because you need to find out what doesn't work and exclude those options. But if failing is expensive, you need to go with the first option each time. Because you're thinking about losing money, you will decide not to pursue other options for your creation and stick with the first one, which is often not the best one. If you enjoy painting, maybe it's better to have it as a side hustle, because I think it's very important to stay true to your creativity. It's like a delicate muscle that you need to keep training, but you also need to keep it away from corruption. If you did corrupt it, don't worry, it can still heal. If you don't have any money, it can be a problem as well. Why? Well, you're so focused on how to pay rent or pay for food that your mind is stressed and working overtime. It's focused on surviving rather than creating funny ideas, which is a good thing. But just know that because you aren't creative right now, don't worry, it will come back. Some amazing people out there manage to propel their scarcity into creativity. I have no idea how they do that, and I envy that skill. If you feel like you have money problems, think about what you can do to solve this problem. Maybe you don't need a Netflix subscription or a car. Maybe you can use less money on food. I do think your mindset is really important. If you start thinking about money as a resource, you will automatically think of ways your money can help you elevate. I'll save that for another video. This video was difficult to make because the subject is abstract, but I feel like it's a very important subject and not a lot of people are talking about it. It's something that I'm thinking a lot about myself, and it's something that I've been struggling with. If you find this sort of video interesting, remember to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Stay creative, people.